I
Why?
swear to God, it looked as if he turned his head up to me.
Shit! So, hi guys. Before the video starts, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Smash the notification button to always be notified of any new uploads to this channel. Anyways, we are here reacting to more scary shit. But I'm going to continue the last one I did from yesterday. Probably today as well, but probably after this one. We're going to be reacting to 14 more horror stories animated by Llama Arts. His channel link will be in the description down below. Also a link to the original video. Also, I have a link there in the description down below for a playlist to my every try not to get scared challenge I have made so far. So, and this video will be in that one too. So anyways, let's go. Also, we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on this channel, so if you guys want to watch more of these kinds of videos, then please smash the like button, the subscribe button, and that motherfucking that notification bell to always be notified of any new uploads we do here. Anyways, let's get into this.
I was out doing a delivery one late night. It was probably the longest drive I have ever taken for a pizza delivery. From the pizza place I worked at, it was a 20-minute drive, which isn't too crazy out where I live. Plus, they ordered 4 large pies, so I figured it was a party and I would get a much bigger tip.
Okay.
Navigating the dirt roads at night was always annoying, though. I pulled up to the given address. It was some old, sketchy-looking building, literally in the middle of a forest clearing. There were no cars parked anywhere, or any lights on. I put my car in park and called my boss. I asked him to reread the address at least 3 times to make sure I typed it in right, but that checked out. I could tell he was in a really bitchy mood, and he told me to at least knock on the door and check it out. He would normally get mad if we took back 1 pie, but I was afraid of what he would do if I brought back 4.
Okay, first up, pal, I'm just gonna say this. What's with the creepy fucking house, though? This place is creepy. It looks creepy as hell. It looks like the thing you would find in a Grudge movie. You know? I'm just saying, it's creepy as hell. I wouldn't want to deliver a pizza to this place. I mean, I'm not a pizza delivery driver, so I don't know if you have to or not. But if it was up to me, fuck that.
I was insanely unnerved, but got out anyway and forced myself to the front door of the building. There was no doorbell, so I just knocked really hard.
Of course, he's got sound effects.
I heard nothing and didn't really expect to hear anything. I was extremely disappointed, not because nobody answered the door, but because I was realizing that it was all a waste of time and gas. I knocked 1 more time out of desperation, and then began to hear some kind of rustling noises from inside of the building.
What?
I knocked again and yelled that I was the pizza guy. There was silence now. I felt a bit more uncomfortable now than before. But before I could turn around, I noticed something at the window. There was someone looking through the window. I couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman. All I noticed were their eyes. Their eyes were open wider than I knew possible, staring intently at me.
Okay, yeah, no. Drop the fucking pizzas. Fuck them. They don't mean shit. They ain't valuable. Drop it I would be fucking running right now. Hell no. That we don't fuck with that. Drop the damn pizzas for fucking.
I was disturbed enough by this and dropped the pizzas and ran back to my car. The shitty thing wouldn't start until turning the key for the third time. I drove off the grass and back onto the dirt road, but I felt the car rocking about, shaking and bumping. Something wasn't right.
What's happening
I didn't
with
make
this
it
car?
far from the building before I started hearing a sharp scraping sound coming from outside. There was so much resistance that I couldn't even drive. The car came to a stop.
No.
I got out of the car to check what the hell was wrong. A chill ran up my spine.
What
As
happened?
I began to feel like my heart was constantly skipping beats. My tires had been slashed and had completely fallen off the rim. Not just the front though. All 4 tires were slashed. I realized somebody did this when I was knocking on the door to that building. Instead of running, I got back in the car and locked the doors. I was so close to that building, I could practically see it from where I was, if it weren't for the trees blocking the view. I dialed 911 and explained everything to the operator.
Yeah, you did the
She
right
told me
choice,
the
pal.
cops would be over as soon as possible and that I need to stay hidden. I asked her if it was advisable to stay in the car or run, and she told me it would be best to stay in the car with the door locked. She asked me to stay on the line with her until the cops arrived. My whole body was shaking. In all directions, there was nothing but dark, seemingly endless forest. I knew it would take forever for the cops to get there. I was not comfortable with sitting in that car so close to whoever did this. The next part, though, is what
happened?
utterly destroyed me. It still shakes me to this day, and I hope nobody ever has to experience this kind of fear. As I was scanning all the windows, making sure nobody was outside, I looked in the rearview mirror, and there was the same person. The same person I saw at that window. Eyes open wider than ever. I could see now that it was a woman,
Oh!
and I could ever so slightly see a smile begin to spread across her face.
Nope. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck all that. We don't do this shit. Fuck that. Hell no. I wouldn't want to be within a fucking yard of this bitch.
I opened my door and full-on sprinted into the woods, not caring how much noise I made. I ran until I was out of breath, which didn't take long, and I hid behind a giant log on the ground. I tried to cover my loud breathing with my hand, as I waited and waited for what felt like hours, until I finally heard sirens in the distance.
Yes, the cops are there.
I gathered up all the stamina I had left to run all the way back in the direction of the dirt road. Eventually, the glowing red and blue lights came into view, and I had never felt better in my life. They were parked in front of my car, investigating with flashlights. I came out yelling at them like a lunatic to help me. I fell to the floor and started to gag, almost throwing up from running so much. They picked me up and began to question me, to which I explained everything to the best of my ability. One of the 2 cars drove over to the building, and the 2 officers began to search the building. They came back with nothing except for a couple of spiky objects. These objects were exactly the same as the ones used to slash my tires. The cops guessed that it was some kind of sick, demented couple, being that I saw the woman, but unfortunately they were never found. And that
How?
still kills me to this day.
How were they not... How the fuck were they not found? Where the hell were they hiding? In the fucking chimney?
I obviously quit my job right after that and started working at a local grocery store. I know that I'll never forget seeing that woman at the back of my car.
Okay, first off, what the fuck? Holy shit. You got creepy bitch over here. What? This is creepy as hell. Woman looks like she lost her Woman looks like she ain't brushed her teeth in fucking years. And she's missing her fucking teeth, except for 2. And why is she bleeding? The fuck? And the fact... It's a couple. Where the fuck was the husband? Because one of them had to have gone outside, probably through the back door, without being seen, to go slice this man's tires. But top all of that, they got away? And the only thing was found to prove that there were actually somebody there and that he knows he wasn't lying. But also it's scarier now that he knows there was 2 of them and he didn't see the other one. But there was. Makes it much worse. Fuck me.
At Vive Broadband, we're proud to bring more people free internet.
I recently moved out, and I already have a horror story to tell. The house I moved into isn't anything impressive, it's just a house that's appropriate for 1 or 2 people. But I'd say right away, I started hearing weird sounds coming from inside the walls.
Huh?
I first heard it in the kitchen, and then in the bathroom, but on night 3, I started hearing it in my bedroom. I was sure there was some kind of animal living in my walls. I just had to figure out how to get rid of it.
Pesticide,
The next
the
morning, I didn't even
motherfucker.
have enough milk to fill the bowl of cereal.
Hello? Ye oldie. I really shouldn't be laughing. Is that supposed to be fucking... Is this supposed to be fucking wine or something? Or fucking beer? What's it called? Ye oldie. People on tired mornings.
I couldn't believe I hadn't realized I needed more milk. In fact, I seemed to be eating up all of my food pretty fast. I
Damn.
woke up in the middle of that night to the sound of breathing. Not my breathing. It
What?
sounded just like the breathing of a person. I flipped the lamp on and it stopped. I chalked it up as my mind playing tricks on me after waking up.
I can side with him on that. This is kind of probably a new house in the case. I mean, why the hell would you suspect in your first week there or your first couple days there, someone was living in your fucking house and you didn't know about it? I mean, I wouldn't assume that. I would think it's just house noises or not getting enough sleep.
The next day was really hot, so I turned on the AC for the first time. I checked every single vent, and some of them weren't blowing any air. One of them being the vent right next to my bed.
What?
I peered through the vent with a flashlight. There wasn't even a duct behind the vent. It was just the inside of the wall. It seemed that whatever air duct was in there had been removed.
Huh?
Unfortunately, I didn't look into the air conditioning system while buying the house, so I didn't know about this. That night, I had to sleep in the heat with no AC, so I was up pretty late constantly rolling around and flipping the pillow over. Then I eventually started to hear the breathing again, but this time I was fully awake. I knew it was real this time. It was coming to my left. I looked to my left at the air vents.
What?
The sound was surely coming from in there. I grabbed the flashlight again and shined it in through the vent.
The fuck?
I dropped it and screamed. There was someone's face peering through the cracks of the vents. The first thing I saw were their eyes.
Oh, hell no. Get the fuck out the house, get in your fucking car, and fuck right off. Call the fucking cops.
Open wide and glowing. I screamed all the way down and out the house. I soon found out there was a crazy, dangerous homeless man living in my walls, and he had been eating my food ever since I moved in.
How has he not fucked with you yet? Hell no.
I was doing some night hog hunting in the woods near my backyard, I was hiding in the tower I had built about a decade ago. In case anyone's wondering, I of course had a night vision scope attachment. I guess I'm what you would consider a hardcore hunter. I don't want to bore you with the unnecessary story prolonging details, so I'll make this short. And I want everyone to know that though I agree this story sounds far-fetched and crazy, it is nothing but the truth. And I in a way actually consider myself lucky that I'll always have such a horrifying story to share. So, while I was sitting in the tower waiting for movement, it finally came. I took aim and found the source. But it wasn't at all a hog, or any kind of animal I was expecting.
Huh?
It was a person. A man wearing all black. Black sweatpants, black shoes, and a black hoodie with the hood over his head. But that wasn't the freakiest part.
What's the freakiest part?
He was dragging a sack behind him.
Call the cops. If this isn't a time with no fucking cell phones, motherfucker, I feel bad for you. Don't give away your fucking position. Then again, it wouldn't make sense that this motherfucker would be able to see you in the dark, even with the moon, because I'm pretty sure where you're at your tower, it would be impossible, or it wouldn't actually. I wouldn't say it's impossible, but I would say it's very fucking rare at all to be in a case where a motherfucker can see you in the dark, far fucking way. That's the whole point of these hunting towers. Is for there's no possible way for anyone, unless they're fucking literally trying to see if there's someone there and they're fucking looking, there's no reason they would be able to see you in the dark. You know? Did this man just kill a fucker? Motherfucker? Damn!
My heart started racing. I was pretty sure I was witnessing this guy trying to bury a body. I continued to watch him.
In the woods, bitch?
But then he slowed down. And
Why?
I swear to God, it looked as if he turned his head up to me.
Shit!
I ducked down under the wooden walls of the tower, shaking in my boots. Yes, I had a gun, but just the idea of using it against a person is horrifying.
Motherfucker, how? How, motherfucker? It's self-defense! A motherfucker comes up to fuck with you for no goddamn reason. It's self-defense to shoot the motherfucker. You have a right to, if your life's in danger.
I lay low, praying to God that he hadn't seen me. It wouldn't make sense if he could, though. It's practically pitch black out here.
See, this man has the same thing, but how the fuck did this fucker see him, though? He has the same logical thinking. How the fuck it wouldn't make sense for this fucker to see him or see anybody in pitch black darkness?
Or at least, that was my logic.
See? It's my logic
Seconds
too.
felt like an eternity as I waited for the footsteps in the leaves to move elsewhere, but I didn't hear any footsteps. All I heard was the sound of a foot hitting one of the wooden planks on the ladder of the tower.
Oh, hell no.
I felt the entire tower vibrate and shake
Come on,
as there were
motherfucker.
2 more steps moving up the ladder. At this point, I was asking myself deep down, am I going to be able to shoot someone?
Yes?
But for some reason, whoever was down there decided not to climb all the way up, as I heard them jump back down to the forest ground and began dragging the sack away. I think I stayed frozen like a statue for at least 10 minutes before even peeking over the ledge again. The coast seemed clear.
He never is.
I had to get home and warn the police immediately. I hopped over the ledge and descended down the ladder. I turned on my pocket flashlight,
Why?
which in hindsight was a stupid...
You fucking think? You just gave away your position. Now he knows you're there. Now the motherfucker's gonna know someone was there. And that his suspicion was right. He was being watched while he was in the midst of burying a body. Now he knows he has to make sure there are no witnesses.
Stupid move considering the situation, and
You
ran
think?
back in the direction of
You
my
think?
house. I was only able to run for about 10 seconds or so when I heard the rapid, manic footsteps
What?
crunching the
What?
leaves
What?
from behind me. I took a look over my shoulder, and there he
Shoot
was,
the son
inches
of a
away
bitch!
from my face. I
Shoot
spun
the
around and
motherfucker!
shot him in the shoulder. He
Yeah,
stopped and
bitch!
screamed in agony, and I took that moment to finish my dash to my house. Again, in hindsight, I should have held him hostage somehow, but that doesn't
Motherfucker, he's
even matter
already
now.
down.
I called the police, who showed up within 15 minutes with a whole search squad, and I led them all into the woods to the exact location where I shot him. There was a faint yet noticeable blood trail spilled onto the leaves, which led past the body bag, which the cops seized, and eventually right to the maniac, who was hiding under a log next to a tree. He was arrested and tried for the murder of Jin-Quen Sakanaki, a Japanese corner store owner. I don't know the full story behind it, but I do know I won't forget this one for the rest of my life, and I'll also be telling it for the rest of my life.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, man. Cha-ching.
I'll never forget the time me and my brother snuck out past our bedtimes to explore an allegedly haunted house down the block. Yes, I said bedtime, as I was only 10 and my brother Luke was only 12. When our parents said goodnight to us, I went to Luke's room and we took a couple hand-powered flashlights with us and hopped outside through the window. Luckily, his room was on the first floor. Those hand-powered flashlights worked by constantly pushing in a little trigger that would create light inside the lens. They were noisy as hell, but they were convenient. Once we were outside, we just walked down the block, and in 2 minutes we were there. It was rumored by all the neighborhood kids and teens that the place was haunted. Everything about it was creepy. The older, more antique design of the house, the isolation from the rest of the houses, and the broken...
Motherfucker, this looks like the thing that even Scooby-Doo wouldn't go fucking investigating.
windows and rotting wood. It seemed perfect for a horror movie. We went around to the backyard. This was all my curious and confident brother's idea. I was scared shitless. The door was locked, as expected.
Pal, I think your brother's too fucking confident. Cause even I wouldn't fuck with this shit.
I felt a bit of relief, thinking we might just go home. But
that's
my
never
brother
probably
made a
the case at
shocking
all.
move next. He grabbed a plank of wood laying in the grass and began smashing the already chipped window. Eventually there was enough of an opening to unlock it and slide it up completely.
Your brother's fucking deep.
We hopped inside and began
delinquency
cranking
shit
those
type of
noisy
guy.
ass flashlights. Immediately after entering the house, we both picked up on the fact that it was like 90 degrees in there, which was odd as it was a September night in the mid-70s. There was no graffiti or anything anywhere. In fact, it was relatively empty besides a few pieces of furniture that were clearly not worth taking along. It seemed we were the first to enter the house, shockingly, or at least from the back. We went upstairs to the main floor from the little den area and continued cranking the flashlights. That's when we heard the slightest crack in the floorboards from right above us.
Huh?
We both jumped. I tugged for Luke to leave, but he told me the place is old as hell. It's just house noises.
Yes, but also it could be a motherfucker in the house you don't know about. Your brother seems to think. You may think, oh, it's probably house noises, but what we think, it may be another motherfucker or something spooky shit up there. Or it could be nothing.
I stopped cranking the flashlight at this point, and I urged Luke to do the same, but he only called me stupid for suggesting something so ridiculous. Then there was another crack in the floorboards from above us. He began walking upstairs. I didn't want to go up there, but I was not about to stay down there alone.
Yeah, fuck
I
that.
followed behind him to the upstairs.
I would have done some...
There was a door.
Man,
that
I don't
led
want to
a
go
room
up there,
right
but I'm sure
above
it's
where we
fucking
were
staying
standing.
down here alone either.
I begged
So
him
fuck
not
it.
to open it, but he must have just wanted to be the big, tough older brother.
No, he just wants to be the big dumbass brother. That's what he probably is wanting to be, because tough motherfuckers don't do this shit. They don't fuck with this shit, because if they have a feeling fuck shit is about to go down, you don't do this. Only dumbasses do this.
Began to reach for the doorknob while still cranking the noisy flashlight, but then he stopped. I was confused. I could see in the dark he was moving his ear up against the door, listening for something. Silence. Then, the most deafening, nightmare-inducing moment of my life.
What?
A single bang on the door from the other side sent my brother staggering into the wall in pain, covering his ear. We dropped the flashlights and ran straight out the back door and back home.
What the hell happened?
We were so loud when we got back that our parents found us out. We told them what happened, but they naturally didn't care and grounded us both for a week.
Hey, it's better
2
than
nights later,
anything else,
I
you
woke
know.
to the sound of something from outside my window and a glare of brightness sneaking in through my slightly open
Oh,
blinds.
hell no. Please, God, be
Sat
a
up,
dream.
My heart sank when I realized it was the sound of the crank to my flashlight. I stood up and looked out the window, and that's when it stopped. There was nothing but complete blackness out there after that. I woke the next day barely remembering what happened, and I still hope today that that part was just a dream.
Yeah, basically. Thank you guys for watching. But, motherfucker, that's some spooky shit. Why you gotta be so tough? Even tough people know their fucking limits. And that would be their fucking limits. You know, because some people believe in this shit. I believe in this shit. But I believe in the scientific purpose of it. I believe you're not just gonna be dead. You're gonna have something going around, like paranormal style. But motherfucker, it's called when you go into these places and you have this feeling that fuck shit is about to go down. Your toughness stops there. You fuck off. You don't continue fucking up the situation that you already been fucked up in the first place already in. You don't continue. Fuck shit. You get the fuck out of the fuck situation. But this motherfucker is the definition of dumbass. Then again, what the person said was basically that he wanted to be the so-called tough brother. Look, if you want to be the so-called tough brother, you gotta know when to stop doing stupid shit. I'm just saying. Anyways, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, smash the notification bell to always be notified of any new uploads to this channel. Anyways, as I said before, link in the description down below to the original video, and also a link down below to a playlist full of all my Try Not to Get Scared challenges. Anyways, peace.